Hey, what's up my wild mustaches and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing the Q&A. So let's get right into it. Hold up. Alright my mustaches, we are back, and before we actually begin, and I know I said let's get right into it, but before we actually begin, I want to say that we do have a GoFund page. I really need help, guys. If you actually check that out in the description, it will be there, and we just need anything, guys. It doesn't matter if you can donate $5, $2, $10. You can donate anything. That'll be great. But if you can't, thank you so much for actually, basically watching this. Now, I will say I'm gonna be answering not all the questions in this episode. We're gonna have to split it up because there's so many, and I don't want to be here forever. So that said, let's get right into it again. So all right. So basically, this first one comes from Evans, and I will tell you, I will massacre your names, and I do apologize, but you probably know who you are, so just correct me in the comments. Now, it's from Evans, and they say, what's your all-time favorite character in the World of Warcraft? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, if you're talking about character as in player character where you can play, I'm going to say Warlock, but I really don't play Warlock, and the reason why I don't play Warlock is because just the way it is. I mean, I don't know if Legion approved it. I have not actually tried Warlock in Legion, or actually as we speak right now, and I want to try it because I started off with a Warlock when I first started at World of Warcraft, and I got to level 55 just because I wanted a DK, but to be honest with you, Warlock was really fun. I really enjoyed Warlock, and I hope Warlock is really good in this expansion. So if you think it is, or if you know it is, let me know in the comments below. That'd be awesome. All right, let's go to the next question, which is from Terrell. When did you start playing WoW and why? I started playing WoW in the end of Mr. Panda. So if you know when the end of Mr. Panda was, it was basically getting to Siege of Orgrimmar and so forth. And I was a noob, and I was like, wow, this is really fun. And to be honest with you, I've wanted to play ever since it was Catalysm. Actually, before Catalysm, I wanted to play, but I couldn't. There's my life. I was really doing bad in my life. Even worse than I am right now. But right now, at least I have a job and so forth and everything. But let's go. But back then, I did have a job, but I didn't make enough money to afford a computer, didn't have enough money to afford the internet and so forth. I didn't live in an area that actually gave out internet, so I couldn't really play. So basically, I started playing WoW in the end of Mr. Panda, and it was fun. It just blew my mind because, you know what, I love this game. This game I felt like was amazing because I'm like, man, people can attack each other, so forth. So if you don't see me always criticizing WoW because they didn't bring something, it's because I respect the WoW because I got to play, and that's what I think it's about, that you get to actually have fun and play. Now, okay, let's get to the next question. Next question is from Kazger. I don't know if it's Kazger. Yeah, Kazger. What's your favorite music? Well, this is not a WoW question, but my favorite music, I don't have favorite music. I love a lot of music, but I like to listen to love like if you have ever seen the show Bleach, well, they have some music, instrumental music. There, that's say it. There's where you say it. Well, anyways, I like music like that, but I do like the rock, rap, and all this everything and all that stuff. But I don't like a specific gen. I'm an all around guy, All right. So, anyways, the next question comes from Swift. What do you think about the new changes in Legion? Will your Frost DK be the main character, and how come? Well, I like the changes in Legion, but what's called I like it a lot, and I don't want to spoil anything for myself, so I haven't really looked at everything, but I did look at the stuff that they did announce, and I think some of the stuff is amazing. I just honestly think you can make so much gold next expansion. People say, well, Warlords or Draenor was the best gold making thing. Yes, it was good for now, but Legion, the possibilities is endless of making gold, and just so much ideas are running through my head, but I can't do it until I'm in Legion. I wish I would have got an invite to beta, because if I would have, y'all would have seen amazing things, but I'm not that lucky. Will your Frost DK be your main character, and how come? Well, Frost DK probably will be a character I play a lot, but it won't be my main, because like I said, I love Warlock. I really want the Warlock to go, but I don't think I need to get away from my DK. I love my DK, but I always spend so much time on him. I actually want to spend time on my Arcane Mage because that's the new farmer, if you didn't know. because Arcane Blast, just you could spam that and you can just kill mobs like crazy. That's better than Druid now, because Starfall for Druid is like basically a bound thing, and it like you can't do it the way you used to do it. Plus, what's called the only thing that Druid brings is basically a flight form. But other than that, Arcane Mage can actually farm quicker. Now, okay, the next question is from Edrun, sorry, but he asked, what will your main for Legion? Oh, wait, he said the same thing too as well. So hopefully that answered the question for both of y'all. Pink Devilfish, which I know the guy, he's on Twitter. I'll leave his Twitter in the description. How many mounts and pets do you have? I don't know at this moment. I didn't check, but I think mounts I have 77, and pets I don't know. I got tons of them because I've been collecting so many. All right. So, anyways, the next question is gonna be I do catnip from I do catnip. I know you're trying to not to say that said a lot in your videos, but why? I think it adds character and we get to laugh. LOL. And you're right, I do catnip. I really shouldn't care what people say and everything, but I try to be formal because I don't want y'all to understand what I'm saying. I know a lot of times y'all don't understand what I'm saying, and you're like, man, you talk too fast and so forth. On episode 70 of World of Warcraft Gold Guide, that's what a lot of people are like, man, you need to slow down. I don't know what you're talking about, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, just go on and go on. And you know what? I feel frustrated when people say that, because to be honest with you, I mean, like, this is me, you know? And people are like, well, I can't understand you. And, like, yeah, those people who say it, and I'm not trying to pick on them or anything, they have faults too, but they just don't, no one sees them because they don't do videos. But me, I put myself out there and I do videos, and I should expect that. So I can't really complain. But in the same sense, I don't have to change for anybody if I really don't want to. So I actually want to I don't know, try to work on it. Like, for instance, I don't want to keep saying like stuff like actually, but I gotta work on it. So please, if you're watching this video, please, I'm asking you, just to work with me, because it's gonna be a change process. But I'm not gonna change myself just because a few people say so. Now let's actually move to a next question. Now from Victor, he says, "What font do you use?" Well, to be honest, it's called Amped font, but it's from a website, and I'll actually link it below. They're a pretty free font to use, and it's pretty awesome. So basically, just check that out. All right, from the next one, we're actually going to go to Samuel. Samuel actually asked, do you prefer DPS, melee, or range, or perhaps tank? Actually, I'm going to be honest with you, I would love to play a tank. Like, I'm really good at tank. I was good at Blood DK tank. I can actually, do Hellfire Cathedral. But the thing is that I don't do it because I'm so used to DPS, and I really would like to step out of my my boundaries just to do it, because I've done basically the other raids in WoD, I'll call it WoD, okay? And it was easy. It was easy to do, and I love it. But I don't like it when everybody's like, what is this tank doing? Even though you're doing something right, oh my god, you don't know how to tank. And you're like, dude, then you tank. I mean, you think you know how to tank, but then they die. Like, I've seen that before. People say stuff about the tank, then they switch it over to that guy who was saying it, and they die, and they just leave real quick. Because most of the people who say that, they don't know what to do. They're just saying it because they're trying to get stuff through real quick, and yet they're just a troll going around saying certain things. Sometimes they know what to do, but most time they don't. All right, so let's actually go to the next question. So that question, Samuel, I actually want to really be a tank. I really prefer a tank, but melee for now. All right, so Balasso, at what expansion did you make more gold? There it is. I actually made a lot of gold in WoD than Panda. Panda was all right, but it wasn't the best in the world. But WoD is the one that was actually making me a lot of gold. And like I said, I've only started in 2 expansions. But if you want to be specific on how much gold I make per expansion, it's probably vanilla. And the reason why I say that is because whenever you're vanilla, they had a lot of good raids and dungeons. Yeah, I made a lot of gold from that just for doing farms from that. Now, this is the next question is going to be from, let me actually check this out, because we still got a lot, and I don't want to make this a lot. But anyways, let's actually take this last question from Jesus. Could be a Jesus or Jesus, depending on what name he wants to go by. But he says, thanks for the video about what you said of the transmog. If you're in a low pop server, it's hard to sell transmog. It takes a lot of time basically. Transmog, it's a slow moving market, sometimes even on high pop servers. Also, what are the valuable items we are looking for in this dungeon, which he was talking about the video? Notable mention or something. As usual, keep up the great work you're doing. Cheers. All right, so basically this is the reason why I want to end with this question. A lot of people think that transmog will never sell. That's not true, okay? Now, a lot of people think that, well, just because you're on a low pop server, it's not going to sell at all. That's not true either. Now, okay, look, yes, it does take a while for transmog to sell. It really does. It takes a while to do that. Now, I will say too as well, it is slow. He is right about that. But it doesn't matter what kind of server you're on to sell transmog. Look at me. I'm on a low pop, a very low pop server known as Medivh and actually Exodier. Now the thing is, Zodiar, whatever you want to say it. But anyways, we're almost dead, okay? But there is people on there. But I put loot every day that I play. I sell loot every other day, every day. It depends on the loot value. Now, I haven't been on my character today, but if I go on my character, I bet in $5, and I'm betting $5 that there is loot already sold. And the reason why I say that is because people want to buy this right now. People want to buy because of transmog system. Now, the thing is, they're going to keep buying as Legion goes. Now, a lot of people think, no, it's not because people are going to have the items. There's always new players, guys. Always going to be new players. Always going to be people who want the new transmog or people who don't have that transmog. They're going to buy because they don't have the time to farm like a lot of people do. Like me, I'm barely having time to farm now because of 2 jobs. Now, that said, it comes back to this, okay? There is a lot of dungeons that I do, and I never mention the notable mention items and so forth, and I do apologize for that. I understand that it does frustrate some of y'all whenever you're like, man, what are you farming? I mean, what is the item and so forth and everything. Well, most of them, there's no really item I'm farming, guys. When I do a versus video, I do it because I am comparing two dungeons together and say, hey, this one's better than that one because you make more gold of transmog and auction house value. So don't do this one. That's the point. That is the point I'm trying to get across. Every single viewer who watches versus videos is that I'm trying not to waste your time on dungeons that you don't want to farm. So I do the hour-long runs for each, and you don't have to do that. So that said, I will say, this has been an amazing video, and I really enjoy doing these questions. So if you have any other questions, don't ask them here. Don't. Oh, actually, no, you can ask them here, but we'll put that in another Q&A. Not this Q&A, but in another Q&A for another 100,000, which we're going to do again. So that said, I will continue on the questions probably tomorrow and try to finish them off within a 2 video. If not, we'll do it in a 3 video because we still got so many, and I don't want to make this a 20-minute video. So that said, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, stay stashy.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my video, so click it maybe.
Oh, you're still here? Don't be surprised if you find something you like. Click that link and maybe subscribe.